Hello and welcome to the video. We're going to talk about a deck that a lot of people are familiar with. This is Zerg Egg Hunter. It has a little twist. I added a couple cards which did feel like they gave it a bit more consistency during ranked ladder matchups. Now this is the deck list that helped me reach Legend. We're going to show off the cards. We have Zergling, spawns a 1/1/1. Daydreaming Pixie is a card that we added, and we're definitely liking its effects. There's a lot of nature spells in Hearthstone right now that really are very consistent and very strong. Plus, your opponent doesn't really think about dealing with this card very often. We have Evolution Chamber, which is a classic extraterrestrial egg. I'm pretty sure most of you are familiar with the eggs. You drop your egg, your opponent hits it, they pop it, a creature comes out, and then I have really good stats for a very, very cheap value of just having to pop an egg. We have Patchwork Pals, which gives you all 3 animal companions for 2 mana. We also have a Spawning Pool, which is a very solid card. It is very cheap. It is a very good location. We also have Terrascale Stalker, which is really good with your Death Rattle eggs and other Death Rattle cards. We have Tidepool Popio, which this card is very good just because of the Dreaming Pixie. Sometimes you can repeat Druid spells, and if you're for some reason playing a very long game, getting cards like the tree that costs 7 mana and then gets corrupted, it's a very good spell, and you can get a lot of value out of it if for some reason your games are going longer than expected. We have Amphibian Spirit, which even though it has been nerfed to a 3-cost epic card, it is still a very solid card. We have Zephyr Dream Planner, which I'm pretty sure most of you are familiar with. Just the options of being able to hit your opponent's face, being able to impact the board, or being able to spend a lot of mana. It's really good. We also have Hydralisk, which is another Zerg classic card. We also have Neediest Worm, which can also make your Tidepool Spanner a little bit cheaper, which is very helpful. We have Lord Xavius, which can also search for your Ziliax, which is really, really good. We also have RC Rampage, which is another Hunter classic card. We also have Queen of Blades, which she gives you just a little bit more feel towards the end of the game. But yes, this is the deck list. I'm gonna make sure to put it in the description of the video in case some of you want to try and reach, I don't know, Diamond, perhaps Diamond 5. And if you're lucky enough like me, maybe you can reach Legend. It is not a guarantee. This deck is very decision based, so if you make good decisions in the early game, good decisions in the mid game, good decisions in the late game, there is potential. We're going to go ahead and showcase the deck, just in case some of you want to get a little feel of what it's like playing Zerg Egg Hunter and you're not familiar with it. If you're already familiar with it, I know the new additions are very small, but in my opinion, they're very impactful just because Hunter really appreciates having cards. There's been a lot of times in which you play regular Zerg Egg Hunter and you run out of cards, and it's very detrimental into the mid game and late game. Now we have a character over here with the golden portrait, which means this might be a very interesting matchup. Had a little bit of a hiccup there. And this could be a token deck. This could be a Evolve Shaman deck. Pretty sure most of you are familiar with those types of decks. If you're not, you basically drop a bunch of tokens, then you imbue your hero power. Imbuing is a way to transform it into evolving your minions into ones that cost 1 more. And it just kind of snowballs into bigger and bigger and bigger minions. Let's see. I do wanna... Yeah, I think I do, because I don't want the opponent to have too many minions. Typically, you don't want to get rid of all your very cheap minions in the early game, but if this is Imbue Shaman, it could be dangerous to allow them to just build a board. That's one of the last things you want to do while playing against a hunter. I mean a shaman. They will definitely punish you for allowing them to build a board. Now we're kind of hoping that the pixie gets ignored. If it gets ignored, we can definitely profit off of it, especially if we get a spell that hits the entire board. Now this is why I like the pixie. It's flexible, and it can definitely provide answers to boards that you otherwise wouldn't be able to finish. Please ignore the pixie. We might actually be sort of done here. This is not looking good. We're gonna keep our Zerglings this time. Oh, they noticed. They definitely noticed. Okay, definitely drop this, and then we play this, and then we play this. You want the buff to just hop from one minion to another, ideally. The problem here is it jumped into Ziliax. It's just okay, I guess. We still have Saphir. It can definitely help us get rid of a strong board. Let's see. Yeah, let's go with the healing option. And then we also have our Popio, which is definitely going to remember some of these great spells. I don't like the fact that this shaman is face hunting. And I know it's a little bit, I would say, hypocritical for me to complain about another class face hunting. But face hunting is something that typically hunters do. Let's hope they don't have 7 damage. Okay, if this Ragnaros hits our face, we're dead. We're dead in the water. That was kind of nerve-wracking, not gonna lie. Of course. We want the healing spell. We will take those extra 2 damage any day. Now this could be the perfect setup if we get to live, because then the Queen of Blades plus Holy Nova could bring us back. And it looks like we flipped the entire game. Although they weren't using any particularly expensive cards. I think this is like a default Shaman deck. Or like one that was built by the I think the system that it was built by. And then we're just gonna do this to show the death rattle popping off twice. Again, a board like this is very difficult for the average shaman to just deal with. So that is the deck list. I hope some of you get a really good use out of it. Again, if you're struggling to climb over ranks, this could definitely be the deck that gets you a little further. I'm gonna link the deck list on the description below.